Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report, the RTD light rail is headed west. Find out the latest line that opens soon.
Also, we have a special edition of EntertainMET. Two of our reporters fill you in on some of Denver's best watering holes.
And Kevin Hall informs us of the RMAC tournament results. See who wins coming up on the Met Report. Welcome to this week's edition of the Met Report. I'm Erik Gallion.
And I'm Cinthia Maldonado. The Hospitality Learning Center opened its doors this past August. Reporter Karen Vega takes a look at the progress of the new facility and everyone involved.
I'm here in the Hospitality Learning Center catching up with students and professors 6 months after the opening of the new facility.
The building is, phenomenal. Really like teaching in this great environment. I think the students appreciate it too.
And they certainly do.
It's just a lot more open. We have a lot more room, so it's nice for all of us.
It's awesome. I mean, I'm kind of glad I waited till the last minute to be able to take these classes at the very end of my degree.
This living laboratory includes 150 guest rooms, 7,500 square feet of meeting space, and 28,000 square feet of academic space. For Professor Krugman, this is certainly a dream come true.
I pinch myself every morning just to be sure I'm not dreaming. It really has helped a lot because we have access to really state-of-the-art equipment and facilities.
Many find themselves having trouble choosing their favorite room, and for others, the choice is clear and simple.
It's got to be the sensory analysis lab. That is just a really great room. I've had a lot of clients that have rented that room. It's just been very popular and they're just really loving the room, and I get a lot of people that are visiting saying that they would wish they were going back to college.
With all the innovations this learning center consists of, it's easy to see why people wish they were part of MSU Denver's hospitality program. For students taking classes here in the HLC, this building has transformed their learning experience. For the Met Report, Karen Vega.
More and more events are happening around campus as summer approaches. The Student Activities Club held a special themed event on Wednesday to try and recruit new members to its organization. This year was rodeo themed, and the event had a bull riding contest in the Tivoli Turn Hall. This event included arcade games, shaved ice cones, a photo booth, and much more. Some lucky students won prizes and giveaways. It was an overall success with over 300 students participating.
This week, the Auraria campus hosts Auraria Writers Week. The event includes award-winning author Gish Jen reading her own published works, as well as professors from several campuses. Professors offer workshops to help improve writing skills. The Tivoli holds all workshops at different times during the week. For more information on times, visit msudenver.edu and search Auraria Writers Week.
Light rail expands its horizons out west with its newest addition and saves some students some extra cash. RTD opens the West Rail Line in less than 2 months. The new line benefits students living near Lakewood and Golden, saving them gas and parking fees. The W line stretches just over 12 miles and adds 11 new stations, 6 park-and-rides, and 3 call-in rides. The West Line is the first track to open from the RTD Fast Tracks project. The Associated General Contractors of America also named the West Line one of the most significant construction projects of 2012. For more information and to see a complete tour of the West Line, visit rtd-fasttracks.com/WC_1.
New options for student transportation continue to be made available for those on the Auraria campus. A new B-Cycle station will be opening on March 18th at the intersection of 9th Street and Curtis. Bike sharing is intended for short trips with bikes that can be returned to any Denver B-Cycle station. Funded by the Sustainable Campus Program, this will be the 52nd station in the Denver B-Cycle program, with another 29 stations opening by June 1st. This bike sharing program can be purchased in 1, 7, or 30-day increments, as well as annual membership. If students purchase between March 18th and 22nd through the 22nd, It is $30 for an annual membership, down 50% from the regular price of $60.
I think it's a really good idea for kids that don't own a bike, because I think if you ride it within the first half hour, it's free. For kids who can't afford to have a bike, they can use that.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, you see people riding them all over the city, and I think it's great for the city. It takes carbon out of the air, gives people exercise. Is there anything any more fun than riding your bike around? I mean, it's fantastic. So I think it's a win-win for the campus, the city, everybody. It's fantastic. Yeah.
To learn more about the annual B-Cycle membership, visit the following website, denver.bcycle.com/join now. Click on annual membership and insert promo code Auraria13/FS.
The zombie craze made its way to Auraria campus this week, and our very own Leanna Duarte tells you what popular author stopped in to spread awareness of what to do if you're ever being chased by the living dead.
Let me just go on the record as saying I don't find anything remotely funny about being killed and eaten by zombies. All right, I find them truly terrifying.
Max Brooks, author of the Zombie Survival Guide in World War Z, is a well-known zombie expert who puts a spin on a different perspective of how our country would handle a zombie apocalypse.
I had more questions. And if you actually did have a battle between the U.S. Army and zombies, like, how would it go down?
His love of wanting to know more about The Walking Dead started when he was just a kid experiencing his first zombie movie.
Scared the crap out of me. It was just terrifying. And instead of trying to convince myself that they weren't real, I kept thinking like, oh, what would I do? How would I survive?
There are many different ways to fight off the undead, whether it's guns, a sword, or even a shovel. As long as you take off their head, you will survive. Max Brooks explains his weapon of choice.
I was always told, have a crowbar so you can pry the door open. So in a zombie attack, it would make a good braining device.
Having a survival kit is one of the most crucial steps to prepare yourself for an attack by the infected. Oddly enough, most of the things are what you would need to have during any disaster.
Bottled water and first aid and having a radio. So if we say like it's your zombie kit, it works.
Finally, here are some important survival tips you should know in case an infection spreads and you're being invaded by walkers.
The first thing is just to stay calm. The second is it's always better to work together. Number 3 is there's no substitute for doing your homework. Never skimp on the little details. As far as the 5th one, be aware. Be aware of what's happening around you.
So start preparing, Metro. For the Met Report, Leanna Duarte.
The directing projects have their 2013 spring auditions next week. There are 16 different one-act plays selected and directed by students in the stage directing course. Each one-act play will run approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Anyone or outside the Metro community is welcome to audition, and no experience is required. Auditions will be held next Tuesday, the 19th, and Wednesday, the 20th, from 4 to 6 p.m. The required commitment from actors is 4 hours per week for 5 weeks. Anyone interested in auditioning can sign up on the call board outside of the Arts Room 271.
I think I want to see a zombie audition for a one-act play.
I'm very scared of zombies, to be honest. When we come back, Metro's baseball team looks to get back in the column. Could they pull it against Adams State?
And our special edition of EntertainMET gives you the scoop on where in Denver to get your green on.
The Met Report is brought to you today in part by the Health Center at Auraria, making health convenient on our campus. Did you know that you can get news, resources, and warnings from the Health Center in multiple ways? Real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria. News and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria and the Wellness Channel in ConnectU. More information can be located at msudenver.edu/healthcenter.
Welcome back. Students know that being in college means countless opportunities to join an organization, but have you ever considered joining the Honor Society? Lambda Pi Eta Delta chapter is one of many honor societies offered at MSU Denver. Lambda Pi Eta, or LPE, is a national organization that recognizes and rewards outstanding scholastic achievements in the communication field of study. Enrollment is available to students with a major or minor in communications so long as they meet other requirements. Dr. Katia Campbell, faculty advisor for LPE, provides the MET report with some reasons to join the organization.
So students can go and do networking, learn about job opportunities, just really connect with other people in the communication discipline. So that's really important. Also, it looks great on your resume.
Students interested in joining Lambda Pi Eta can contact Dr. Katia Campbell at kcampb28@msu.edu.
The state of Colorado has been in a drought since 2002, and with last year's devastating wildfires and insufficient snow, drought concerns are highly increasing. The One World, One Water Center will be hosting a drought report event at MSU Denver. It is scheduled for Wednesday, March 20th at 9:30 a.m. in the Tivoli, room 320 AB. Colorado State Assistant Climatologist Nolan Duskin hosts this event and will discuss our state's current drought conditions. For more information, visit msudenver.edu/OWOW/events.
Tabbed Out, the new dining app, was recently launched in the Denver market. The new app helps prevent credit card fraud and redefines the meaning of dine and dash. The app allows you to view your bill at all times, save your credit card information, pay with one card, and even split the check. Tabbed Out's purpose is to make dining out fast and convenient for you and your guests. 25 of Denver's restaurants have volunteered to test the latest app and range from the Tavern Uptown to the Cholone Bistro. You can find out more information by visiting tabbedout.com.
The North Korean Army announced Monday that the armistice agreement that ended the Korean War is now invalid. The agreement signed in 1953 put North and South Korea into a ceasefire from the Korean War. Last week, North Korea threatened to remove the ceasefire after the UN Security Council added increased watch over their nuclear program. North and South Korea rallied and mobilized troops to the Korean border on Tuesday. In response to the movement of both armies, the United States deployed troops near the Korean border and started running extensive drills to prepare for the possibility of a combat.
Are you kind of nervous about this North Korean situation?
It's a little bit hectic. I mean, I wouldn't like any other war going around.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. And now with a weather update, here is Brian Shelley.
Thanks, Eric. This week has been shorts weather. It seems that as a warm front went through, the highs have been in the 70s and even in the higher upper 70s. This week, unfortunately, the trend will not continue as a cold front will go through on Saturday. Highs will fall down to the 50s and even some into the 40s in the mountains as a cold front goes through, which will dump some rain, unfortunately, on St. Patrick's Parade and on Sunday. Moving on to Sunday, temperatures will be a little bit warmer with highs in the 60s. Unfortunately, it will continue to rain. Moving on to the 5-day forecast. Let's see, Monday, there's a chance for sun, but most likely it will be rainy with highs in the 50. Tuesday, Wednesday will be a little bit cloudy. Thursday, it should clear up a little bit, but Friday we'll have some cloud cover with a chance of rain. That'll do it for the weather this week. Coming up after the break, Jake Holgerson and Mehregan Mizani will join us for EMET.
Are you free April 5th through the 7th? Great! You're just in time to join thousands of media makers, artists, and activists coming to Denver for the National Conference for Media Reform. More information is available with a text to NCMR13 to 32075 or visit conference.freepress.net.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. You were okay? I was okay. I was a little dancing, things, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Merit Report.
Welcome back. Now joining us with a special edition of EntertainMET, Mehregan Mizani and Jake Holgerson checked out some local hotspots in preparation for St. Patrick's Day. What did you find, gentlemen?
With St. Patty's Day this weekend, Jake and I wanted to highlight a couple places to find some green beer.
That's right, Mehregan. I like to be in the middle of the action, and there's no place better to be in Colorado than Lodo's for St. Patrick's Day.
See, unlike you, I prefer to be close, but not right in the middle of the action. But we'll get to that later. Jake, where'd you end up heading to?
Let's check it out.
If you're looking to be in the action in St. Patrick's Day downtown, check out Delaney Cigar Bar or The Celtic on 18th and Blake. We talked to Noel, the owner, to see what he's got planned for this weekend.
Well, I mean, everything is special on St. Patrick's Day, as I said already. It's we have 8 different bands playing. We have 3 pipe bands. We have 3 dance schools coming through, so there'll be entertainment all day. That's on Parade Day, and then from 4 o'clock on, pretty much the same thing on St. Patrick's Day. The week after St. Patrick's Day, we have the Capitol Hill Music Festival, so we have 60 bands playing here the following weekend on the Saturday and Sunday. Then the following weekend, the home Rapids, we're a very big Rapids supporters bar here, and so we have the team coming back here for dinner. And then the following week is opening week, so we have baseball starting then. So yeah, the next few weeks are interesting.
The Celtic was a fun place, and we both had a great time. Jake, for those of us who don't know, what's the parade route this year?
Well, it's going to start off at 27th and Blake, and it's going to take that street down onto Wewetta. You're going to take that up to Wancoop, and then it's going to finish in the Coors Field parking lot. For more information, check out www.denverpatrickstpatricksdayparade.com. Well, you say you want to stay close to home.
Yeah,
Where'd you choose?
Actually, the bar I chose is one of the bars in one of my favorite neighborhoods in Denver, Governor's Park, one of the oldest bars in Cap Hill. Let's check it out. If you want to avoid the mess that is downtown Denver on St. Patty's Day weekend, you can come down here, Governor's Park, located on 7th and Logan. This place has a bunch of different happy hour specials all the time, and they're going to have a lot of special activities going on during St. Patty's Day weekend. So make sure you come down here if you want to avoid the mess. Jake and I are going to go inside and see what kind of specials they offer. Governor's Park is one of Cap Hill's most established bars. They've been around since 1993 and offer a variety of happy hour specials. The St. Patty's Day festivities include the Guinness Beer Tour Bus, which is set to take pedestrians from the parade and into the bar. You can also enjoy 2-for-1 green Coors Light beers, in addition to many other specials offered on St. Patrick's Day. Governor's Park will also have performers on hand ready to entertain everyone.
My place is going to have live music.
My place is going to have better food.
My place also doubles as a cigar bar.
My place is going to have the Guinness Tour Bus.
Do you know what? We're going to have to agree to disagree here. No matter where you go, make sure you get a designated driver or check out the patty caps all over town.
And also be sure to tip your wait staff. It's going to be a fun weekend.
That's right. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Back to you guys on desk.
Well, no matter what you do this weekend, I encourage you to stay thirsty, my friend.
And I encourage you to wear green because somebody's going to pinch you.
Thanks.
Coming up after the break, we find out how far our men's and women's basketball teams made it in the RMAC tournament.
All night long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted.
Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
from the Colorado School of Mines in Golden.
To Black Hills State University in South Dakota.
To Colorado State University in Pueblo.
For more than 100 years.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference
has stood for excellence in the classroom and on the playing field.
With 14 great colleges and universities.
Student athletes in the RMAC achieve on a national stage
while earning their college degrees.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, continuing the tradition of excellence.
Welcome back. We now send it over to Kevin Hall, who updates us on how our Metro teams are doing. Kevin?
Well, contrary to what Jim Moore thinks, we are talking some playoffs. Our MAC tournament, ladies and gentlemen. In the first semifinal matchup, it was a barn burner between two top teams in Adams State and Fort Lewis. FLC came away with the win, and then Metro handedly beat the Mavericks of Mesa State 93-64, setting up the season's third meeting between these two teams. The Skyhawks were the team to hand Metro their first loss of the season, so the runners had both a championship and revenge on their minds. The conference's Defensive Player of the Year, Alex Herrera, with the first points of the night, but Brandon Jefferson comes flying down the court to get the basket and the foul. And then it's a junior once again, all the way from downtown, putting Metro up, but only briefly. This back and forth action would be the theme for the entire game. The Skyhawks had 27 bench points, including 16 from Marcus Ayala, who puts Fort Lou up 32-30 at the half. Herrera starting the second half with a bang, who two-hands it down, but Metro answers right back with the nifty swing pass to Jonathan Morse, who puts it home. Final minutes of play, Morse puts Metro up on top 59-58, but fading seconds, BJ tries to steal, can't get it, leaving Ayala wide open, who drives it in and puts Fort Lewis on top. What now?
It's the inbound, coming up the far sideline. Just to the right wing, stops there, behind the back, now crosses over. Pull-up jumper, it's contested.
Jefferson, with ice in his veins, nails the jumper with 1 second left, is immediately mobbed by the crowd, and the men are now RMAC champions, beating the Skyhawks 61-60.
It comes down to players making a play at the end there, and to be honest with you, their best player made a play, and one of our top guys was fortunate to make a play. That's what championship games are supposed to be about. A lot of times they go down to the last possession. You know, it's a shame somebody had to lose the game. We found a way to get it done.
The RMAC seemed to know Jefferson was going to make an impact in that game and named him tournament MVP. Morse and Demetrius Miller were named to the all-tournament team as well, and now Metro turns their attention to the South Central Region Tournament, which they will be hosting this weekend as the #1 seed, and will play Tarleton State out of Texas at 6 p.m. on Saturday. And Metro students can get into the game for free, so check it out. And after taking care of Colorado Mines in the first round of the RMAC tournament, the women traveled down to Grand Junction on the campus of Colorado Mesa, the host school, to take on Colorado Christian for the 4th time this season. Metro is 3-0 against the Cougars so far and hope to make it 4 in a row. Well, I guess 3-1 will have to do. Metro trailed for virtually the entire game, leading only for a minute when they scored first points of the game 2-0. After that, it was all CCU. That was until the last 10 minutes when Metro made a furious comeback to get within 2. Janessa Burke leading the charge for the runners, coming off the bench. In addition to her 17 points, she grabbed 9 rebounds as well. But the Cougars stood strong at the end and locked up the game with some clutch free throws to move on to the championship game. While CCU went to the championship game and lost against Colorado Mesa, the Metro women went back home to await the NCAA selection committee. Metro does come away with the #6 seed in the regional tournament and face off against the Rattlers of St. Mary's out of Texas, and that game is actually happening right now. Halftime, Metro up 28-20. After a tough couple weeks on the diamond, the baseball team hoped to get back on track against an Adams State team that didn't have a baseball team last year. Patrick Gojan on the mound for the runners, and the Grizzlies would strike first. DJ Knott with the RBI single, but that would be about it for Adams State. Metro with a 3-run second inning, and they go up 3-1. Here's Alex Carpenter with the RBI double. The inexperience of the Grizzlies showing all day, trying to get their offense going, but Metro is stout on the defensive end. Roadrunners would add 4 more runs in the 4th inning, thanks to Erik Kamal with the RBI double. And then a pair of balks on behalf of the Grizzlies pitcher. Then once again, Metro's defense stepped up to close the door on the Grizzlies. Last year's freshman of the year, Daryl Baca, stays with it, and he turns and throws out the runner just in time, and Metro rolls in this one 8-2. That game was the first of a doubleheader, which Adams State got revenge in later, 4-2. The team's next game is a 3-day road trip to Las Vegas, New Mexico to take on the Mustangs of New Mexico Highlands.
How awesome was Jefferson's shot?
I was going insane in the stands. Everyone was screaming. It was just such a fun atmosphere to be a part of.
I think it's something that Disney can make a movie out of, like an inspirational story.
Have Kurt Russell
yeah,
work those in
coaching.
there, get the miracle going.
Nice.
How exciting. Well, I'm definitely going to the game tomorrow. Are you guys?
I think I might see you there.
Yeah, everyone got to check it out.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition for the Met Report. For Brian Shelley, Jake Holgerson, Mehregan Mizani, Kevin Hall, Erik Gallion, I'm Cinthia Maldonado. We'll see you on campus.